Hey guys, what's up? So, I know I left you guys hanging. I've been gone for quite a long time, almost a year. In fact, I'm not even gonna actually try to hide that. A lot of it had to do with finishing the TMS treatment and discovering that my mind was processing things differently. So it made it a little harder to relate because I was finding that I would take stuff in, digest it normally, and then I would pause and go, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I felt like I really needed to get back into doing this though because it kept me on track, it kept me reflective, and gave me a chance to talk about things that not a lot of people touch on. And I think that's important. I had a lot of people who would reach out to me and thank me for being honest and open about my depression and my struggles and what I was going through in terms of my medication and all of that. And I really need to be back into that because I need it for me. Because right now I'm feeling not even right now, I would say the last couple of months, I've actually been pretty depressed, despite my medications. And it's just depression. I can't, there's no rhyme or reason for it. Depression doesn't have a rhyme or reason all the time. And that's what I'm dealing with. And I want you guys to see that and know that it's okay. Unfortunately, it's kind of hit my house with, a swamp because my husband's kind of feeling really melancholy, but his issues are a little more circumstantial, where mine is completely biochemical in my head, cannot fucking be shut down, stopped, really. There's just times I have to deal with it. The reason I'm making this video is it's just, I wanted to do, a rough cut for you guys to kind of catch you up. The last couple of months have been really good in terms of evolution for my mental health and how I process things. I find I'm able to reflect on things a little better. I don't react with the passion of 10,000 fiery suns immediately. It takes a little bit to kind of get me there, but by the time I'm there, it's with reason. I discovered in June that I need all of my cocktail. I can't just discount part of it because I think I no longer need it, and I'm really need to take that message to heart because I stopped one of the medications a month ago, and I know why I'm probably depressed. But besides that, I'm dealing with health issues now. And I've always dealt with health issues. The last 10, 15 years have been, all right, well, what's wrong with me? Why is this happening? What's going on with this? And I've had a lot of doctors who would write me off, who would, go, oh, well, it's fine, it's whatever. I finally have a primary care who actually listens and goes, no, that's not normal. We should probably look at that, which is great. But it doesn't stop the vicious cycle that has been going on in my head for years now. Because back in November, I decided I was going to get a part-time job. I want to try to be active. I need to be active. I'm finding this really difficult though because of my mental health issues and now my physical health issues. Because 2 weeks into the new job, I get off. I stop by a little deli, get a sandwich, go home, eat it, go to bed. Everything's fine. Less than 24 hours later though, I've got food poisoning. Very clearly food poisoning. And that was 2 weeks of hell before I finally contacted my doctor and went, all right, well, this is not clearing up on its own. What do we do? And she put me on an antibiotic. Unfortunately, my body has a delayed response because I already have gastrointestinal issues that are still being sorted. So there was a delay in me being able to react to them, which resulted in 3 weeks of me taking off time from work right in time for Black Friday. Let me tell you, I was not really happy about making that call. I've been beating myself up over it even. I keep telling myself, oh, I'm doing it for attention. Oh, I'm not as sick as I think I am. I'm exaggerating the details of what I'm dealing with. I'm realizing I'm hearing a lot of past voices continuing to beat me down in terms of what really is going on with me. And this is creating a struggle just in terms of dealing healthy wise, as well as being able to communicate better with my doctor about the symptoms of what I'm dealing with, because I'm afraid to bring things up for her to just look, because I've had 10 plus years of doctors going, oh, you're fine. Oh, take a walk. Maybe you should try to lose weight. Have you considered going on a diet? I'm so used to hearing all of these statements that I start bullshitting myself about being sick. Like, I've got these issues that I don't have answers for, that I struggle with. Like, I work for an event company a couple times a year, but I know the dates, I know the parameters of what's expected of me, right? So I can basically stockpile all of my spoons and put them in a little box, and then I spend the next 2 to 3 weeks afterwards recovering from it. And I'm learning that, honestly, a lot of this is possibly because I have fibro that is just close to even being diagnosed. There's been the suggestion that I have Crohn's because of the digestive issues I have. I know I at least have a very real milk allergy that is terrible. And it's like, I play this game where I spin a wheel, and it's like, what's wrong with my body now? I mean, my doctor, like, I went and saw my doctor to follow up after the food poisoning thing, right? So I do that, and she's like, all right, let's just check, make sure you don't have the flu coming in. Your immune system was a little compromised. Something could have happened, right? Well, they did swab test, and now I'm pretty sure I've got like a sinus infection. So she's called me in prednisone and another antibiotic. And my face was swelling yesterday. It's felt like I've been punched in the face, and that my front teeth hurt, and it was the shit I deal with on a physical level sometimes. I don't wish that on anybody. Like, if I'm going to curse you, I'm going to get a little more creative. I'm going to be like, I hope you step on a Lego in the dark when you really have to pee. Or, you know, something. I'm going to be a little more inventive about what I wish upon you than physical ailments. Because to know that I am severely limited, or that my ability to do things are impacted in such ways, it's hard. It's hard to know that, it's hard to gamble. it's like, I could try to clean my house, but just cleaning one room of my house could put me on a commission for a couple of days when it comes to physical ability to move. I have to be mindful of what I do with my body, because I can't, like, it's like pros and cons of risks. Like, it's draining in and of itself to deal with that. I can't even right now. I've been tired the last couple of weeks because the depression has come in, and it's just like kicking my ass. And TMS treatment helped. I am never going to regret having that treatment. What that treatment did, the best description I have, is that it essentially rebuilt, like, where I was being reduced to only the highways were getting repaired. That treatment went in and fixed all of the other roadways so that I have more neurons firing and the capability to process things better without being stuck in fight or flight. Now, it took some time to get out of fight or flight, and there are times where I will accidentally get stuck in fight or flight and my adrenaline's going and I'm trying not to overreact or underreact or react in the wrong way. But there is still those moments, and that's okay. This is a very long process. I have been living like this for easily 20 years. It's not going to be undone in a year. And I have to keep reminding myself that, because otherwise I panic and I'm like, well, why am I not better? Why am I not getting better? I should be better, right? I'm on medication. I'm on, and that's the problem with the culture here in the US when it comes to healthcare. We're basically told that a doctor's going to fix us, that it's all taken care of. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. There's a fix for it. Sometimes there's not a fix for it. Sometimes it is a lifelong engagement of a fight against you and your body and your brain. And some days you're not going to win. And some days it's just going to be a draw all over the place. And I really wish there were more doctors out there like my doctor who are willing to help you, who are willing to make recommendations to go, okay, well, we've tried these things, let's figure it out. And I know a lot of it also comes from the way healthcare is run in this country. It's not run by the doctors and the physicians in the hospital. It's run by the insurers who say what's acceptable to test for and when to test for it and how to run the processes of, tests that are needed and what order they need to happen in. And it's ridiculous. The doctors do not run healthcare in this country. Men in suits who have never stepped foot in a hospital except to say whether it's acceptable or not are the ones that run this country now. Now, I'm sure maybe 70, 80 years ago, when insurance companies were developing, they did have doctors on board, and I'm sure they still do have doctors on board to some degree, but not the degree they need to really be able to handle shit. Let's just put it out there like that. It's like they don't, like, some of these healthcare companies don't know diddly squat about some of the processes. It's all about cost, effect, and value for them. It's not about the quality of life for the people who are paying for their insurance at all. And that's the most frustrating thing ever. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. I'm sure I will have more to say in the coming weeks as, I process and deal and I start to get back into the swing of doing these. For those of you that have stuck by me, I thank you. I do this for you as much as I do it for myself. For those of you who are new, welcome. Hey, it's gonna be an adventure. I can't always promise sanity here, so you might want to really consider my username. I'm the Cheshire. I go by Chessie, and that is a very, symptomatic of my world, is I live in this weird delusionally wonderland place. But it's just, it is what it is, unfortunately, and it is my life. That's what I got. If you feel like sticking around, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, let me know. I just want to hear from you guys again. Thanks.